G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a two-shot Harpoon gun with bullets exploding for area damage and +1 agility, major and minor legendary effects respectively. And let me tell you something, those extra 10 action points we get from that 1 agility, invaluable. But not really. So, moving on to this thing's attachments right away, we've got the flashes and the reflex sight. The flashes turn this thing into basically an explosive shotgun without all of the dumb range limitations that we have with shotguns now. So it's going to be particularly devastating if we can get that tight grouping in. We've got a couple of perks that will help us out with all of that. And let me just say, the two-shot legendary effect is good on weapons with a high base damage already, and as you can tell, with 567 damage with this thing completely unspec'd, that's actually pretty damn solid right there right now. We could probably go around shooting super mutants and one-shotting them, provided we've got those sneak attack criticals, but let's go ahead and boost that a little bit further with some perks. This is a heavy gun, not of the explosive variety, and what I do mean by explosive is that it's not firing explosive projectiles like missiles or Fat Man nukes or 40mm grenade launch shells, that sort of thing. So when I do say that heavy gunner doesn't affect explosive heavy weapons, I do mean the ones that actually fire those actual explosive grenades or whatever. That's shotgunner, that doesn't go there. I think I missed heavy gunner, which is right there. And of course this thing is of the explosive variety, so let me just get out Demo Expert. And also we've got ourselves in luck some bloody mess. Instead of using the usual, I'd like to chuck on, ideally, one gun army, but that stagger chance and that cripple chance only 12%. Perhaps it works with the projectiles, but honestly, we're going to be killing things too quickly to actually see that in action. And when it comes to Scorch Beast, we might flip that off, or flip that on. And for now, we've just got Class Freak and also one rank of Luck of the Draw. This usually would be rank 3, but I have never seen that perk proc on rank 3, so rank 1 might actually be better. I've also got some sneaky perks here if we really want to boost this thing's damage, but with all of those perks added to this thing, 1428 damage. 1428 damage. That's a lot of damage. Insert the guy that made the sticky tape, you know that guy? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And as for power armor, it's power armor like no other, except I've changed the helmet not to be the ugly Liberty Prime helmet, but an Enclave helmet, so it looks like the Enclave have taken over Liberty Prime. And if I get in this, I'm pretty sure I still get the voice quotes on this, which we'll be hearing throughout this video, by the way. It's going to be fucking sick. We're gonna call everything communists.
I am Liberty Prime. I am America.
Nice. Okay, let's get into shooting stuff. Alrighty, so here we are outside of Commie Muties Plaza, and apparently these guys have embraced communism, so we must eradicate them. Yeah, I'm wondering what you blokes think about the XO1 helmet on the frame of the Liberty Prime, because I think the helmet is putrid, and I think that kind of works. The coloring is a little bit off, but since the Enclave helmet is usually surrounded by this huge shoulder thing, I think that actually works kind of well. And there's minimal clipping, no more clipping than usual, but anyways, enough gawking at that. Let's look at the buffs instead. Look at all this nonsense. We've got a jetpack, we've got a targeting matrix for VATS usage. All of our mutations aren't kicking us in the arse anymore, so, you know, looking pretty good. A little bit more tanky because Adrenal Reaction isn't taking up so much health. So, the success criteria for any weapon like this with a long-ass reload, which is why we do have Lock and Loaded on, by the way. Okay, you just apparently got bored, is basically, if we can one-shot everything that we come across, we're golden. And as you can tell, the two-shot explosive variant of this is going to do that. And it's going to do that very, very effectively. And that's basically kind of what you want out of a two-shot explosive. And we'll see what this thing's damage can get up to. Unfortunately, having to shoot it only once per reload sucks, but we've got Speed Demon and also lag for that apparently. And there we go. So there's the first instance of this thing actually repairing itself. I've never seen the rank 3 of it proc. It's probably bugged, to be honest. It's just probably bugged. And taking a look at this thing's damage now, and we have 2248, just sitting in a casual 2248, and taking a look at this thing's condition bar. Yeah, it's not great. In fact, that's why I did have those extra ranks of Gunsmith on, because this thing does like to break on you pretty quick. You know, it's a real shame that they got the Liberty Prime armor to release on patch 11 because it'll always be associated with the horribleness, just the absolute incompetence of Bethesda's patch team on patch 11. It's been a fucking catastrophe. Like, the game has been going forward, but then you hit it with fucking patch 11, and was that a double kill? Not quite. So there is a little bit of crowd control situations where you potentially could kill stuff, but they have to be packed in, pretty much touching each other, and ooh, that turret was saved by a lag just now, which is a shame, but don't worry, we managed to get him that second time now. And there we go, we're lagging again. And we're in the let's say 1 or 2 ranks. I don't know how adrenal reaction works, but it's very minor, and we're getting this thing almost to, you know, let's see, 2400. So if we did have this thing at Nerd Rage, oh mate, we could kill anything. But we all know how I like to have stealth perks in my build for obvious reasons. If we want these super mutants to die with dignity, then we're going to let them die with dignity. Just someone get their calculator out and calculate like a fucking 1800 times 2.5. We're just hitting them casually with that kind of damage. So, you know, nothing too big. Nothing too crazy. I didn't even mean to shoot that guy. My thumb accidentally slipped and hit the touchpad, and I got a kill for it. Perhaps that means this is overpowered because I'm accidentally killing things now. But you know what? This is the kind of damage that you want out of a Harpoon gun. I've had some real fucking stinkers with Harpoon guns. Looking at you, Kingfisher, that thing's a piece of shit. Yeah, Liberty Prime, we know. And you still got to make sure your shots count though. And if you are running low on ammo, you can potentially pick up heaps from the super mutants. So, you know, that's pretty good. We'll keep on going now. We'll whack him in his shoulder or his torso. Just tear the fucker right apart. Why not, eh? Still got that trigger delay on this, which I'm not sure why they still have that, because I've had this thing reloaded for a second or two, and then it decides that it wants to fire. Somehow I managed to remove that once, and I don't know how I did it. I want to trigger that bug again, so the bug will be squashed by a different bug, and it'll be great. Yeah, this was ooh, nice shooting there. He was shooting through the gap in that door. That is surprisingly good tactics from fucking dumb Bethesda AI, so good on you for that. Too bad the smart genes will never be passed on because you're a dumb super mutant who has no penis, but still, it's nice to... Wow, they were waiting for me there. And right there you saw a nice little double kill as I managed to take out 2 at once. Like I said before, they needed to be touching each other, basically sitting on top of each other. And yeah, the splash damage on this isn't great. You want those actual hits. You need to actually hit them, as they say in football, on the full. And we only got 1 Harpoon back for that. See, I think it's something to do with the amount of limbs that it hits. Since explosive splash damage is, you know, splashed all over the place, you'll find that it hits multiple limbs, multiple hitboxes, which gives you a lot more. And I think the explosion and the projectiles count for that. And you don't get a Harpoon all the time. It's a nice surprise when you do with a regular Harpoon gun, but you can tend to pick up more Harpoons that you do shoot at these guys when you fire this thing. And I know there's people talking about a Harpoon gun that would be even better than this. I mean, in terms of damage, this thing's got it covered, but the ammo capacity part of it, that's what sucks about it, right? Those are bulletproof curtains. How do they even do it? And there we go, there's a nice repair again. She's fallen a little bit. She's not looking too good, but I think we can manage to pull her out of this thing at least in one piece. If we don't, we've got a bunch of repair kits on standby, which have been good. They're none of the shit that I've bought on the Atom store, but having that quick on the go repair thing has made recording much easier sometimes, because other pieces of shit with no condition bar, like Harpoon guns, can have a quick repair on the side there. Now, something I probably could have chucked on was Pain Train 2, but I kind of left that out so I could grab the lock and load perk, because as you can tell with the reloads as fast as they are, we can rack up kills fairly frequently there. That was a mouthful of explosive harpoons. That would have tasted nice and spicy. Got that thing reloaded. Take out 2 there. 2 for the price of 1. Not bad. Good size. And we'll keep on going. At this point, we've pretty much got their numbers. There's no way they're going to kill me now. I've pretty much at Nerd Rage Threshold 2700 damage. Only 2 more shots probably need to be expended from this thing before we can, get it going. I'll repair it after this, but one of the flaws of this weapon that you could conceivably grab out of this, there we go, a bit of repairing there. That was actually not too bad. If we can manage to keep this thing going with that repair perk, and there goes the last of me bloody Stimpaks at this point, we can go alright. We might actually have enough might in this to take out another lot of ghouls there. Thought I forgot you. Oh wow, you brought a harpoon gun to a fucking harpoon... no, a hunting rifle to a harpoon gun fight, which is not a good idea. Oh, you're shooting at me? Let me just tank all of that in my glorious power armor. Actually, Liberty Prime hasn't had a lot to say during this fight. I guess he's concentrating. Something's happening. But yeah, with the Liberty Prime visor, I don't think you get that red eye thing. I reckon it looks fucking sick. Okay, listen up, Bethesda. This is why energy weapon needs to be fixed. Look how many goo piles and ash piles there are. Look at all these spawns that just aren't going to happen because some guy happened to melt a dude. Just all in that room, there's nothing. And look down here, there's even more. We managed to catch maybe 1 or 2 here. But look how many this is. This is way too much. At least we get a legendary for our troubles. Get it? Troubles as in troubleshooter. But still, unfucking acceptable. This shit needs to be fixed. Alright, let's see if we can't catch some commie ghouly spawns in here. Oh, yep, the charred boys are out. I was spawning, roamers before. Or rather, they were spawning roamers for me. So basically how this is going to work is I'm going to get boxed in by many ghouls. No, I'm going to try to lure all of these guys out so we can see what this thing can do in terms of really over-the-top crowd control, because honestly there's no reason why you'd want to have all of these ghouls chase you around. They're gonna kick your ass, and yes, Liberty Prime's thinking about all the commies is about to smash with this thing. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That was just too good. I'm not sure how many kills we picked up there, but it was fucking heaps. And you'll notice there that we actually got a couple of procs of that gun repairing perk. What's it called? Come on, boys, out you come. We'll play Ring Around the Rosie here. Don't mind if I get whacked a few times, because that's only going to give me more damage with Adrenal Reaction. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got ghouls' numbers here. We might actually emerge from this fight with more condition than we've actually used up, which is actually kind of interesting there. So, if you want to repair this thing on the fly, just gather tens of thousands of ghouls around, which is, not all that difficult, and just let loose on the trigger and kill them all in one shot, except for the sleepers. The sleeper here is actually kind of interestingly immune to my splash damage. He's still going. Okay, we have to batch this guy. There we go. All of the pellets hit him at once. He is not surviving that. So taking a look at this thing's repair thing now. Okay. Alright, so Liberty Prime saying, we're not done yet, mate. Stop looking at this thing's condition. So we'll take his advice, and actually that might be the manager down below. The leader of all the ghouls, just sitting there being a fucking useless prick. Alright, so 2700 damage. Pretty damn solid. And wow, I'm really glad to get this ghoul section done, because I had a good time trying to record all of this, and by that I mean I was interrupted by players left, right, and center, but not today, or not on this occasion, which is good stuff. My power armor is better than yours. So Swan, being a particularly hard target to kill with lots of hit points at his disposal, he's been quite a nuisance for my harpoon wielding days. So hopefully with a 2-shot explosive one we can get that good damage on him and kill him very, very quickly. So we'll go for some headshots there, and if we can 3-shot him before he attacks me, I say we're in pretty good shape there. And we can pinch how many harpoons off him? 11, so that's what, we gained 8 out of that. That's pretty damn good. Alright, so what have we got over here, eh? We've got some low to mid-level crabs, so bless their little cotton socks. They've got no idea what kind of world they're in. I'm surprised that didn't give us away. That's right, we're stopping the spread of communism. These crabs, obviously commies, so we got to take them out. We got to kick their asses. Oh! Okay, there's some sort of bug when it comes to using harpoon guns. It'll warp you back sometimes. Oh my god. Fire the cannons. Send it to Davy Jones' Footlocker. Arm the harpoons. It's what you do when you see a fat chick at the club. I'm sorry. Don't worry, no women actually watch my content anyway. I think we're safe. Alright, we'll go for a headshot against you. Oh, hopefully we don't get fucking wrecked here by that. No, we've got some stim packs at the ready. Almost can finish her off there. Will the bash get the kill? No, we in fact get fucking dabbed on by that. Oh my god, do I hear... Okay, I hear a little baby Mirelurk. You've got no idea of the world of pound you're about to find yourself in, mate. Yep, think we got him. Alright, not too many of these bastards left to kill. There we go. See, these guys, you want them to die with dignity for sure, and you'll see that we only get a couple of harpoons, at least one of them per kill, because we're not actually hitting those other hitboxes of the limbs. So, you know, there we go. We've deciphered that mechanic. Alrighty, let's see what the train yard smash has given us today. And it looks like we've drawn bears! Yay, here's something new. So I'm going to try to snipe with this thing. We've got the stabilized on, which I've only mentioned a little bit. But as you can tell, that tightens up the spread nice and tight, so we can actually snipe away with a shotgun version of this. Obviously, the two-shot is going to make it a little bit more spread out than usual. And apparently these bears are Chinese commie bears. And these guys still drop acid. That's weird. I would have thought with the crickets now dropping acid, the bears would only drop springs, but perhaps I was wrong. And now I am stuck. Let me just... hang on. As soon as I manage to get myself out of this fucking train cart is when we can stop communism, Liberty Prime. Man, it's a good idea they allow you to fast travel when there's enemies right by you, because I would have been so totally stuck that the only way out probably would have been to commit suicide. So, yeah, I'm glad that's a thing. Anyways, let's get back to the bear slaughter. That's right, bears, you're all communists and you've been detected on the American soil. So we're gonna engage you with lethal force. Okay, this Liberty Prime thing might be a little bit distracting. Ooh, can we get a nice splash damage on you? No, you've tanked most of that. And since you are dumb bears... oh, wow, it's actually broken apart. Not to worry, I've just got one of these bad boys to repair it. I've got 4 basic repair kits. Oh, yeah, because I bought the atoms to actually get this, and it came with the General's outfit or something. Like, I totally wanted that. I just wanted the Liberty Prime power armor. So now I've got pay-to-win gear. Yay! I'm basically unstoppable now. There's nothing you can do. And is that a 3-star? No, it's just a 1-star. Oh, wait. No, they're legendary. Okay, a pair of legendary bears here. 2-star and 1-star, respectively. Take out the 2-star first. A vampire's fire axe. Is it swing speed? It is not. Lame. Hold on, let me just get this thing reloaded. And a little bit of repairing there. Unnecessary. Also, you couldn't have procced like 3 seconds earlier, could you? So there we go. Executioner's missile launcher. Great, now I'm over capacity. Not to worry. I'll just go over here and we'll deal with the last of the bears. There they are. Got that dude one-shotted. We're at 60% more damage thanks to adrenaline now, and a little bit inconsistent. Maybe I'm not hitting them properly. That one was a total misfire, so thanks fucking Todd Howard. Good on you for doing that. We can all hold Todd personally responsible for everything because it's just Todd Howard, right? And do we have any bears in here? No, I think the bears that were supposed to be in there were the ones that I just killed. Alright, time to drop off this missile launch and we can go Scorch base hunting. Alrighty, let's start off with these guys before we move on to a stronger target, and apparently they're underleveled. Well, sucks to be them. You're just adrenaline fodder at this point. Oh no, communist detected on American soil. That probably doesn't mean it's that one, because he's technically flying around and thus not on the soil, but we get what you mean. And according to Liberty Prime, the biggest plague of the Scorch Plague is actually just a band of commies running around. Some of them are armed with sickles, so you know what? I'm thinking that he's actually got a point there. So we've switched up the perks a little bit. Instead of Class Freak, we've actually got something like, what's it called? One Gun Army. And I'm hoping with the use of that we can cripple some of their wings, because if they're on the ground, it makes them a lot easier to hit. We'll see if we can't trigger Concentrated Fight. No, that's just shit accuracy. And mistiming those is going to be bad as I begin to teleport around, because why not? And it happened again. Right as I was about to fucking fire the thing, and again. So this is a thing that happens all too often with a Scorch, but not with a Scorch Beast, but with a fucking Harpoon gun. I don't know why it does this. Okay, let's have a look at his limbs. We'll hit his wing with all of our shots, and that wing is only halfway down. Okay, now it's dead. We might have just gotten a bad chance there, but I don't even know what the fuck is happening right now. I'm going to leave this shit in because this is what happens. And then the area of denial comes in. Hopefully we don't lag back into the acid, which precisely is just what happened. What you can do, I've found out, to remedy this bug is just put the thing away, reposition, and then go back. I'm not sure what causes it, but it's a fucking pain when it happens. It's one of these weird bugs that not a lot of people notice, because honestly, who is even using these weapons? Now, you might notice how my DPS is currently terrible, and that is because this thing having to reload after every shot means I can only take on one target at a time and get a kill every time I can actually reload this thing, which is made even harder by the fact that I'm fucking jumping around like the fucking DeLorean through space and time. So that's fucking annoying. But we can at least get some range out of that. That was only a Scorch Believer, though. Apparently the Scorch Beast says, you know what, I've got bigger fish to fry. You gun zombies, you commie gun zombies on the ground, you can deal with something else. But I say, no, come back here. Get out of here, mate. Oh, actually, that one's level 68. Looks like we're seeing some higher levels around here. And apparently that was a headshot, which is odd. Still not liking the trigger delay on this, and I think this thing's ammo capacity is the only thing that really holds it back. The damage on this thing is great, but it's just the fact that we can only get a bullet off every, or a shot off every 5 or so seconds. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4 seconds. 5 might be pushing it a little bit. Apparently you're warping out of existence there. And apparently we've got another one to spawn out too, so this is going to hell in a handbasket very, very quickly. Let me just see if I can't cripple that white ring of yours. There we go. Nice little cheap fat shot there. That's going to cause you to drop. And I'm going to use that target or time to shoot you. And into the noggin. Not quite. I don't know why, but this thing just doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage against a Scorch Beast. But yeah, Liberty Prime loves it. He's having a great time killing these Scorch Beasts, so that's very good at least. I've already got the blight. Do your bloody worst, Scorch Beast. Alright, what have we got here? Let's see if we can't target their wings. We've got a decently high chance of hitting it at this point. Concentrated Fire does pretty well, and this thing is particularly good on its VATS action points, despite being a big old heavy gun. So I'm keen to just sort of sit here and miss shots that I should have fucking totally hit. I'm blaming lag on that one. That was fucking bullshit. We'll try to hit that wing. We'll try to knock out his wing, but it doesn't look like I'm having much luck, especially with One Gun Army, which appears to honestly not be working at this point. What the fuck was that? Hands are off the fucking keyboard and mouse, putting my arms up saying, what the fuck? Okay, this thing is very buggy, and this is the side of Harpoon guns, which you don't usually see. Like I said before, not a lot of people actually would use these things or would have encountered these bugs, but I like to use a variety of weapons. Obviously, that's what I do on my fucking channel, but still. Okay, we've finally made him drop. 2 more shots should do him in. There's number 1. Get this thing reloaded nice and quick. Number 2, we get lagged back in. Almost took our own explosive damage there. Get staggered out of the reload, and again, we managed to kill that Scorch Beast. There we go. So, there you have it. That was a 2-shot explosive glitchy-ass Harpoon gun. It's been a pretty good weapon to use. Obviously, the main flaw of it's only one bullet before you have to reload, or one shot before you have to reload, rears its ugly head in crowd control situations where you can't exactly use splash damage to your advantage, because that's basically the only thing you've got going for it here. You've got high base damage, also a little bit of splash damage along with that. Obviously, it helps when you've got a bunch of projectiles firing at a very close place. So, yep, that's about it for a two-shot explosive. If you'd like to see this particular weapon in your game, hit me up, because I'm letting this one go. Thank you very much for watching, guys.